right, so here we are on ESV. Sanshorn missed the setting for game number 8 between Karont3 Esports and its GoSu. Over here at the 8 o'clock position, we have our Green Terran player, winner of the last 2 games in a row. It is Lucifron.
Yeah, I mean, Lucifron, wow, what a great player. I mean, he seems to have really improved. He took a little break after, a while, but he's come back. He hasn't seemed to really, I don't think he's lost a beat. So he's playing great. Yeah. Giving his team the lead, and if he wins this, they get into Team Marine Challenge 3. And his opponent over here on the right-hand side of the map is our Red Protoss player Ace of Team GoSu. It is Hwangsin. Oops, I didn't mean to cut off your intro there. I didn't even realize.
No, you're fine. It's okay. No, I'm offended.
Well, Hwangsin is a player that I think is constantly improving, too. I mean, I've been watching this guy's games for, well, probably almost a year now. And he goes up steadily, I mean, you see a lot of players where they go up and down really wildly in their career. Hwangsin just kind of continues to just ratchet things up a little bit each time. So he's been a fun player to get to know, a fun player to kind of be with on a team. And it's been fun to see him progress as well.
And so, we've seen how Lucifron reacts in TVZs. We've seen 2 of those, in fact, from him. But how is he going to handle TVP? And for now, he's already queued up his 14th SCV, so it looks like he's going to bypass gas. Maybe out for a 1 Raxon gasless fast expand. Hwangsin, we've seen a few more. He's participated in quite a few, of our events lately. So we have a little bit better idea about his PBT. And he can switch it up pretty regularly between good macro games or very, very strong 2-base timing attacks.
Yep, Hwangsin used to be, well, still is very prolific in the online tournament scene. He won a couple of the TL, wasn't it, the TL TeamSpeak Opens?
Yeah.
That's what they were called a while back?
Yep.
Yeah, TL Opens. And has also done well. He got to the NASL Grand Finals last season.
Yep.
Season 2, so he's got some achievements under his belt here, but I'm curious to see what he does. Oh, I like that. Hwangsin is kind of an old-school Protoss player. He likes to do things like block add-ons, block little things like that here and there with pylons, and he uses it to get out again. Yeah. That's kind of a cool little trick. I like that. Oh, and then he just leaves the probe there.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Well, it was cool right up until that point, Hwangsin.
Well, Hwangsin putting up a cybernetic score now, hasn't gone for second gas quite yet, so I'm not sure. I've seen him alternate between the 2-gas 1-gate sentry expand, between just a 1-gate expand on 1 gas behind a couple of stalkers. There's a multitude of things you can do from here, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Probably is going to just want to do that 1-gate expand just to kind of keep up with his opponent economically.
Yep, as we can see, that command center, started on the low ground outside of the natural, and Lucifron gets a pretty good scout with the SCV, but doesn't see the next Nexus coming up quite yet.
Nexus?
Next Nexus.
Nexuses.
Yes.
Yep. All right,
Indeed.
so
good that we're in agreement there.
I know, we are totally agreed. And Lucifron going for a very fast third again. Oh, this is exactly like what, who was it? I think it was Slayer's Ganji did, if I remember right.
To the island?
The other day, yeah. He built the command center and floated to the island. Yeah.
Interesting.
Very interesting, interesting build there. I'm trying to remember where I casted that game. That must have been IPL 4, I guess.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it must have been. And he's not Slayer's Ganji anymore. He's Complexity Ganji. Yes. But yeah, he built he built the command center directly under the island at like the 3rd base location. But it looks like Hwangsin might scout this, actually.
Oh, is he going to find this? Yes, he is.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, that's going to be really, really good for him.
Yeah, he finds it. He sees it. Oh, but the Stalker not responding. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now he's going to be able to do that. Maybe even cause a cancel. Yeah, right away canceling that.
Yeah, it's something you have to have completely undetected.
That's funny, man. A lot more Terrans have been trying that. Yeah. Sneaking that island expansion. It usually goes for a long time without being scouted if it gets up.
Immediately 3 more barracks being put down, but of course that's a lot later than Lucifron would have liked that to happen. So,
yeah, of course.
So we'll see how he'll be able to react. He does have 1 bunker up at the front, though.
I like where Ganji built his 3rd command center instead. It was right here. I'm going to point on the mini-map so you can show people. It's right at that location. That's where he built it. That's a little bit less easy to get scouted.
Yeah.
So I kind of prefer that. Oh, Hwangsin checking out the ramp.
Yep. And no harm, no foul there. It looks like his opponent, though, Lucifron, going to be able to get in and see basically everything, including the robotics facility. So,
yep, you'll know it's a pretty normal build coming out of Hwangsin.
Yep.
Nothing funky like any sort of like 1-base void ray stuff or anything like that.
Right.
But just wanted to check, wanted to make sure. I like how Hwangsin is kind of playing this like Creator Prime to a certain extent, where he likes to get like 3 stalkers out on the map, just being really active in scouting.
And looks like this is going to be triple Tech Lab single reactor for
Wow.
these barracks, so it's going to be huge amount of Marauder production.
Yeah, big-time powering build for Lucifron, and he's going to need another couple gases here very soon, too, if he wants to be able to like get upgrades as well with all this.
Well, let's see here, though, as, yeah, none of those have dropped down yet. He is still going after a third command center, though. He really, really wants to emphasize his 3-base plays we've seen in all matchups so far.
Yeah, this is an interesting build by Lucifron. Obviously, it was messed up a little bit by Hwangsin scouting that command center, but I feel like his third and fourth gases are coming a little bit late. I mean, ideally, you'd want to have the gas to do upgrades right away when your tech labs finish. But, you know, in this case, he's going to need to wait a little bit of time. He's still going to have a ton of units coming out. Hwangsin, though, going for the very safe double forge style. Very typically done. Not really anything out of the ordinary here. Probably going to see a Twilight Council pretty soon, I would imagine. Yeah,
definitely. So, yeah, I mean, you have a couple of different options for if you want to do some sort of a big Colossus push or something like that as the Twilight Council hits down, just like you said. You'll see players that go after the 3-gate double robo style, and then they'll attack later on in the game. Once they've taken their third, they'll take their third behind it. You also have players like we saw Squirtle do at IPL4. Well, they'll go very, very fast, bypass forges, just 6-gate robo with robo bay off of 2 base and attack with 2 or 3 Colossi.
Yeah, Hwangsin really likes to get Blink Stalkers in PvT. He likes the ability to deny drops and just be, you know, that much more active around the map. And on a map like this, too, you do have opportunities once in a while to blink into the main and do damage with groups of Blink Stalkers. So usually when I see him play, he does choose to go for that Twilight Council a bit earlier. But he is actually, I was like, ooh. He is actually going for Charge first.
Yes.
Interesting choice. Usually he goes for Blink, but this time around, he wants to just be able to have a lot of really speedy zealots.
We'll see if he follows this up with a Templar Archives, if this is going to be something different altogether, but certainly throwing us a kind of clever, cool look here. Hwangsin retreating back with his Stalker in the middle of the map.
Okay, all right. So he's going to combine this with Colossi tech, possibly speed warp prisms as well.
Yeah. Very true, very true. So, a lot of tech off of 2 bases, a little bit short on units, but of course his opponent is too. Don't forget, Lucifron had his base canceled that he was trying to sneak in the top left-hand corner of the map. He is going for another 3rd base as well, so it came at the cost of quite a few of his units, and so both these players really investing into tech.
Yeah, so here's the question. Is Hwangsin going to do something like maybe 2 Colossus push with 2-2? And charge, or is he going to just make another Nexus? He's adding on 3 more gates.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is actually looking to be maybe a little bit more of a 2-base build here.
Could very well be, yeah. And, excuse me, as we kind of mentioned before, though, could very well produce a couple of Colossi and then move out after that. But like you said, could be Warp Prisms as well.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, excuse me. There we go. Finally, Colossus #1 is coming out now.
Yeah, I think he's going to time this with 2 Colossi. That's very common for players that like to do this. Hwangsin is one of those Protoss players, too, that never really adopted the Twilight sort of trend that a lot of Protoss players are playing in PvT right now. He likes his Colossus. He likes to kind of stick on that, and that's what he's going to be going for. Yeah, and this is going to time out actually really, really nicely with +2.
And we do have a few Zealots dropping down now. Rangers coming up at the same time. And, of course, that charge is finished. Pylon at the back of where his 3rd will eventually be placed at. He could set that down here momentarily. But, no, just warping in a few more Zealots for now.
Yeah, I think he still actually will take that 3rd Nexus. And he's not going to do a Nexus now.
No.
Yeah, Lucifron's like, aha, we're here. Oh. Aha, Pylon. Aha.
Aha. Aha. Aha.
Nobody expects the Marine Marauder Medevac Inquisition.
Sounded a bit like Speed Racer there as well.
Aha. 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 We found your Nexus. Aha.
Aha.
There's no Nexus. Aha, Pylon.
Haha, Pylon. Haha, 2 Colossus.
2nd Colossus on the way now. He's going to have Thermal Lance done along with this, and Blink as well.
Yeah. Lucifron now, though, sitting on 3 bases, so his economy very well developed, and adding in those ghosts already. Mobius Reactor going to finish soon, so we should be able to start pumping out a lot of Colossi. Not a lot of Colossi, a lot of ghosts, a lot of anti-Colossus defense, though, because he is going to have 2 reactored starports. Way too many thoughts just kind of combining into one there for me.
I hear you. Yeah, 2nd Colossus is out, and Hwangsin moves out to secure that 3rd base, it looks like. And he is actually just going to go into a later game. He's not going to do any sort of 2-base timing. You know, I was starting to get a little bit worried. I was like, all right, if he attacks here, he went for a lot of stuff. This is coming really slow. Lucifron's actually going to be in a great spot to receive that. So I'm actually glad he's expanding and not like going for it. Looks like you might need to cancel, though. Yep.
A Nexus is up this time.
I'll make you cancel.
And, yep, it does. Gets canceled, so kind of forcing.
Oh, no. Oh, wow. Those force fields just saved those two Colossi's life.
Yeah, they did. So the Colossi still alive, but, you know, Hwangsin is kind of forcing his hand a little bit here because Lucifron is sitting comfortably on 3 bases now. Take a look at Hwangsin's vision. Oh, he doesn't even know about the 3rd base yet, but he does know the 3rd command star, so he can safely assume. Never mind, I take that back. He can safely assume that it's up.
Yeah, well, I mean, he still should have scouted that with his observer by now, but you're right in assuming that he should know that there's a 3rd base out there somewhere, you know. But here comes the attack from Hwangsin. Remember, these units do have 2/2 as well, so it's going to be very strong. The nice thing for Lucifron, though, is that he's going to have a couple Vikings out, but more importantly, he's going to have Ghosts with EMPs, and those are going to really make those Zealots a lot less effective when the engagement actually happens.
Yeah. And looks like Lucifron running up with a handful of units. He's got to turn those around very, very quickly. Yeah, good choice picking up there and moving away. Yep. Fortunately, no Templar or anything like that. So
yeah, if you can just, if you notice they don't have any Stalkers, you can just lift up and do whatever you want.
There we go. There's the Templar Archives coming down now for Hwangsin. And he's about halfway done with his Nexus. But of course, Lucifron has had this base mining for so long. Look at the economic rate difference between these two players.
Yeah, for sure. Hwangsin really needs to get that 3rd base up and running. It should be very soon here, but it's a little bit behind in that regard. 180 supply to 190.
It was a really good catch for Hwangsin, though, as the observer did see the 3 medevacs moving off to the right, and he immediately warped in a bunch of Stalkers. Especially with Blink, he may even be able to take those out. Oh, 1 round from the Vikings there. Colossus gets a little bit low.
Ooh,
Lucifron can engage this. He throws down a couple of EMPs, though. But the army that's here for Hwangsin would actually be able to steamroll what's sitting there for Lucifron, but he's more worried about this drop over on the right-hand side.
Yep, that's right. It looks like he should be able to clean that up with a few more warp-ins here as well.
Yeah.
I'm actually a little bit surprised at Hwangsin for engaging with that army back by the 3rd base as long as he did. It was a situation where Lucifron could have just turned around and killed some Colossi and not really lost a lot of Vikings in return, just because of the low Stalker count from Hwangsin. So it's a very back-and-forth game, and yeah, now that the army for Hwangsin is getting a little bit more rounded out, he's looking a little bit better shape. We are going to end up in one of those just max TVP situations where it comes down to unit control.
Yep, here we go again.
Yep.
We have no really short games tonight in this. This has been a very, very long cast, but
yes, it has.
It's been enjoyable. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Of course, one of these teams is going to make it into Team Arena Challenge 3. Do not forget as well, next week on Tuesday, we'll be starting back up with Ye Olde Map Tournament round of 8, and then we'll be moving back into qualifier number 3 for Team Arena Challenge back on Thursday.
Yep. 3 Ghost Academies out for Lucifron. Looks like he wants to move into nuke play again. We saw it last game. Worked out pretty well, but will it work in TVP?
We'll find out. Already sending out a bunch of ghosts. He's got 1 nuke prepared.
Yep, we're at the tipping point now, too. I mean, it's 200-200. Something's got to start happening now.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll see, though, as Nexus about a 1/3 of the way finished for Hwangsin. Doesn't have a pylon there to reinforce, but hopefully we'll get one of those pretty soon. Back, though, for Lucifron side of things, he did just finish up another base. Oh, he's trying to trap the Ghost in there, and he wastes a lot of force fields, and he hasn't done it yet. Finally kills the Ghost, but that was a lot of energy from those sentries.
Yeah, I mean, when it gets to this point in the game, the force fields aren't quite as important anymore, but still, I mean, it's like he's kind of, it seemed like he was kind of playing around almost a little bit with that Ghost.
Yeah, it did kind of look like that. So,
yep. I feel like he missed the timing, though. There was a good portion of time where he was 3-3 and Lucifron was not, and he decided to just not go for it. Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Here's
the
Ghost.
Yeah, there's the nuke. So.
Oh, no. Well, he's going to lose a few turrets, or not turrets, rather, cannons.
Yeah, but the subsequent nuke is the one that's going to be pretty effective here. Let's see if it pulls any units out of position. The Ghost could move right back in and do that.
Yeah, maybe. Lucifron, you know, is just, we're seeing the same thing happen that we did last game, where Lucifron's nuke play is just doing a good job of keeping his opponent in their base, you know?
Yeah. That's very, very true. Another Ghost coming up, though. He's going to start running through the front. He actually could get a nice position here off to the left-hand side. Okay, there's 1 nuke already. Hwangsin pulling everything away. Is he going to be able to kill it in time? Oh, no! His second Ghost needs to cancel that nuke.
I mean, oh, no. Oh.
Now, finally, he's going to hit one off to the... Yep, just off to the left there.
Yep, that one's singeing the Nexus a bit. Next one should do some damage. Hwangsin not responding to this one. Oh, no.
Like 1812
a lot of death probes.
go off every time. Oh my God!
Oh,
Whoa!
that is bad.
39 workers killed with 2 nukes.
That is so good for Lucifron, so bad for Hwangsin.
Oh, man.
And now Hwangsin should be like, all right, well, I guess I just have to try to attack here because my economy doesn't exist anymore.
That is true. Those are facts that you are speaking. And this Ghost will eventually go down, but it's already gotten 20 kills. Oh, look at this. He's even going to try and nuke again, but he is going to be uncloaked now. So Hwangsin, even though he's very well shrouded, should be able to pick up on that.
Well, that was a great idea, actually, by Lucifron to try to bait the army. And look at that. You cannot even see the dot.
Yep. So let's see here now, as looks like the Ghost off to that side of the map to get cleaned up. Lucifron starting to sack some SCVs. Oh, wow, he almost killed the Stalker. Hwangsin realized that in time and blinks away, though.
The Stalker's like, is this actually happening?
Wow, he killed the Stalker. That's some effective SCVs there.
Yeah, man. Those SCVs are 3-3.
All right.
2-2, whatever.
Well, we're going to have another nuke here in just a second.
Yep, and that's the only base that Hwangsin has not lost a ton of probes at yet. And this time he's going to move away. Yeah. It's going to be okay. SCV's going after Templar now.
Yep. Trying his best, at least.
Yep.
All right, well, he'll singe a couple of buildings here, and not a ton of damage done. That probe was actually mining there, so... Oh, no. Hwangsin moves all of his probes back there. Okay, there we go. Finally moves them away.
It's like, all right, I don't want to see this happen again.
I know, no kidding.
All right.
Does it get down?
It does not land. Wow. You know, where does the nuke go when that happens? Does it just, like,
because you can hear it coming down at that point, and then it's just like, gives up. Flies back up.
You know, I would really be curious if you can cancel it when the nuke is on the screen coming down, it just disappears or not. I want to see someone try that sometime.
Because I know once it gets past that point and the dot fully disappears, it's still called down, even if you kill it. So.
Yeah, exactly. Hwangsin needs to attack here. I mean, he can't go into a late game situation against us. He just doesn't have the economy. He needs to do something. He's playing way too passive right now.
Yep.
Yeah, this is...
He's not waiting for upgrades. He's not waiting for...
His army's not going to get any bigger.
No, definitely not.
It's not like if he loses, he can rebuild it.
Oh, no.
So...
Okay, there we go. Hwangsin moves that away. Ghost has to back up or it will kill itself. Hopefully not.
I brought gas.
There it goes. All right. Another nuke about ready to hit the same spot again, so Hwangsin's going to need to watch out for that. One also hitting this Archon over to the side.
All right, the one at the 4th base. Will he get it? Oh, no. Oh, again, it was so close.
Canceled at the last second again. Well, look at Hwangsin's attack now. Oh, Archon gets destroyed.
Oh, he's attacking. All right.
Yay. Planetary Fortress. No, he leaves just before it goes down and it heals up.
Well, I mean, all right.
The Planetary Fortress will finally fall this time. Lucifron was threatening with some units, decides not to anymore.
He had his High Templar in a great position there.
Yeah,
not that Templar, of course. That one.
That's a lot of pylons just went down, and now Hwangsin is supply blocked.
Yeah, now, he had his Templar in a good position to get the Vikings, but, you know, he needs to win, like, a hugely, hugely decisive battle to have any chance of winning this game. 5 more nukes on the way for Lucifron.
Yeah.
Amazingly good nuke play from Artarian player, but Hwangsin, I'm going to say it again, he's just playing way too passive. He, you know, the game needs to, you know, something needs to happen here.
Apparently, TV anything, mass nukes is the late game response. So
that's right.
I like it though.
Yeah. I made pylons.
Yep. More workers dead. More nukes continuing to hit. This one will actually kill the Nexus when it lands.
Takes a lot more nukes to kill a Nexus than a hatchery, apparently.
Yeah, so that's finally going to die. The Ghost is uncloaked.
Everything okay over here? All right, carry on. The probe's like, oh God! I'm moving to another Nexus right now.
What did I just see? Here comes Lucifron!
Are you ready to rumble?
He is going to knock out 1 Colossus, 2 Colossus before they ever fire a shot. He is losing quite a few Vikings, so it has to watch out. Could kill another Colossus. Does. The Ghost coming in from behind now, completely cloaked up, EMPing everything. Hwangsin being pushed back into his base at the moment. Another Colossus dies.
You know, it just has looked all game long like Hwangsin just did not know how to respond to this type of play from Lucifron.
Yeah.
He just kind of looked a little bit confused and hesitant the entire time, and it's just a matter of time until this army gets taken out and we see the GG from Hwangsin.
Another Colossus does go down. All of the Colossi are dead.
Nice.
So, yeah, he kills all the ghosts, but I mean, now it's going to come down to economies and production, and...
what was that? That was the Ursadak cap thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Unit slash name slash Ursadak female too.
Yeah, that's, oh god.
Pays the ultimate price. And
and that's medevacs are all going to go down as well. So Hwangsin now. He's
up in supply.
He's got a big army, and there's a ton of Vikings and no Colossi on the ground.
Yeah, man. I mean, with a big Protoss death ball, you can kill units very efficiently.
Yeah.
But the problem is that now Hwangsin is only going to have that supply lead for a little bit of time here. Lucifron's going to be able to continue to make units. He's still got a great economy going. It hasn't been touched by Hwangsin.
He has 7 nukes available, by the way. Just figured I'd throw that out there. Hey, another nuke hitting! And Hwangsin moves all of his probes away. So.
Yep.
Will not die to that one. Lucifron starting another base over on the right-hand side, though, dropping down a bunch of mules. His economy rate is staggeringly good. He's almost caught up in supply. Kills another probe, of course.
1 probe per nuke.
Yes.
Okay
with that.
Yeah. A lot of charge lots and Archons. It's a good unit composition for Hwangsin. I brought gas again. Oh, how did he live through that?
He kills the assimilator. Apparently, you just get set outside of it.
That's like
when
in the old like slapstick black and white films where the guy's like in the house and he gets blown away by a tornado and he's just sitting there in it fine. Wow.
All right, here comes Hwangsin now. Starting to go after the starports. This is a big attack, and a lot of stuff is dying here. Lucifron hasn't been able to react to this quite yet, so let's see if he's able to back up these Vikings now. There's only 1 Colossus. He is going to have to land those at some point.
All right. And the EMPs could be pretty important here. Well, that Colossi did not do too well.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's advantage of those +3 weapon Vikings right there. Okay, taking a look around, though. Hwangsin finally starting to mine off of this one more time.
It's got 2 bases mining to a certain extent.
Yeah. Both players are almost maxed once again. We're at the 31-minute mark. So I think this is officially becoming our longest best of that we've ever cast, though.
No kidding. Wow. This is insane. And
big thanks to our technical director, Josh, for sitting in here the whole time.
What a trooper. But the thing is, this Hwangsin, he has no economy really that much, but his army has been really good at efficiently trading, but he knows that he can't trade right now. He needs to win decisively. So it's like, I gotta get out of here.
And that assimilator is
getting too hot.
Never get up. It is. He makes his way around. He's actually a slacker now.
What's he doing? He's like, I'm just going to hide here until the war's over.
Why? Why was that Marauder chosen for that purpose? Hwangsin. He's moving all of his pros back. He's going to turn around. Oh, God.
Oh, no. This could be the tipping point.
Oh, no. Boom!
Oh,
25 killed ghosts now. This Nexus just at 48 hit points. Hwangsin down to 22 workers. And bye-bye Nexus.
Shoot that building until it explodes. Big attack here from Hwangsin. Here we go. He needs to make this work.
He's got to do some real economic damage starting right now. Those Vikings drawing some fire away.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
The rest of the Zealots going down 50. Now 60 supply advantage for Lucifron.
Yeah, the army just getting way too pulled apart right now.
Yeah, very much so. 60 supply to 150 now. And Hwangsin losing the last couple of units. Doesn't really have a way to reproduce this either. He has a bunch of charge lots coming in, but that's it.
Yep, I mean, he's going to take some time to heal up all these units and then probably make a big final push here. We'll have to wait and see.
Hopefully it involves 7 nukes.
Yeah, about doubling Hwangsin's supply right now.
Yep, and the economic rate's still really good for him at the moment. He does have a lot of orbital commands. We can continue that mass mule production. He can continue mass nuke production as well. But,
yeah, you know. We've probably seen a combined total of like 50 nukes in the last 2 games here, I think.
Oh, boy. And that was a war person that just got annihilated.
Yep.
So let's see here now.
Well, now he's expanding to the island.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, actually just moved his from his main over to the island.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Yep.
All right. So Lucifron, 171 supply to 83. He's not attacking. He could. He could actually just win the game.
He could.
And put Karont3 through to the Team Arena Challenge. But he's playing patiently.
He wants to savor the victory. I think Thorzane has a challenger for the Spoon Terran.
I think so as well. Average game time for Lucifron so far has been 40 minutes.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. This is like, I mean, Thorzane kills his opponents with spoons, which takes a long time, but I think Lucifron is like killing people with one of those like water worm foam things you have in the pool.
That's the exact same thing I was thinking of.
Yes,
I was about to say, when you were finished, I was like, oh, it could be that, or it could be one of those foam noodles that you use in the pool.
I'm glad we're on the same wavelength here.
I'm so happy right now.
Because that's literally what it's like. We've narrowed it down to the exact implement of death.
Yeah, no, that's the exact same imagery that I had as well.
Because you can't really swing them very fast because they're kind of big, so they're soft, which means they're not going to do a lot of damage anyway. But combine that with the fact that you can't even swing them quickly,
and you can shoot water at them, through the tube occasionally. But that's the best you've got. So
it's.
Oh man.
Lucifron is the water worm Terran.
He is the water worm Terran.
What do you call those? Foam noodle Terran?
Yes. We always call them the pool noodles.
Pool noodles? I've heard them called water worms.
Yeah.
Water worm sounds too threatening, actually. We need to make it sound less threatening.
It's true. Water worm, I don't want to go in a pool ever again now because of the threat of water
Lucifron's water worm. So what do you call them? Pool noodles?
Yeah, we always call them pool noodles.
We'll call them the pool noodle Terran. Why not? Lucifron is now the pool noodle Terran.
All right. Well, pool noodle Terran is about to roll the victory, guys. The Colossus goes down. He can land these Vikings if he so desires. Rest of the units are going to make their way up the ramp here in just a second. Storming even a couple of his ghosts.
Pool noodle!
Pool noodle Terran rolling the victory. 60 supply to maxed at the moment. Karont3 Esports is going to advance to Team Arena Challenge 3. There's the GG. Well played.
Hooray.
37 minutes in. Our match is over.